make milestones. In 1986, I got my license, fresh out of ASU, and originally from Indiana. Came out Midwest, came out ASU, and of course never left. I couldn't leave. I couldn't go back. And so shortly after ASU, I started my career. So this March will mark 38 years.
38 years here in the Valley this March. Congratulations on that.
Thanks.
That is huge.
Yep. Well, when you consider that the average new agent, 70% of the time will be out of the business in 18 months.
Wow.
And so longevity is the key with that experience and weathering storms. We've gone through 5 cycles over my career, and of course still standing, still producing in high volume. Taking that in consideration, most agents they do about 5 deals every year, and of course I'll probably do 10 times that year after year. There's only 3% of us doing more than 25 deals in a year. So if you think there's 41,000 agents, that's about 1,200 or 1,300 agents
huge.
that are doing something and producing in high volume.
Well, there's a reason why you have been so successful. I want to talk a little bit about that and what makes you so different, because
Sure.
if you're looking to sell your home, Randy's the guy to call. I mean, there's no doubt of anybody in this in Arizona. You know the Valley. You've been here forever, but you do things that other agents don't, or brokers. I can even say that too.
Yeah.
Is even bring it up another level.
Well, yeah. In fact, you typically talk to an agent, and they have generally limited experience. There's only a few of us that are brokers, and there's of course a smaller group yet that are broker owners, designated brokers that actually answer to the state commissioner, which I am. But I'm a practicing designated broker, which is also unique in the fact that you take the experience level of completing over 4,000 homes. There's probably not any residential situation that I've not done. And short sales, foreclosures, fix and flip, you name it, from start to finish.
I have to talk about you because I watch you on Facebook all of the time, and I love what you do and how you kind of market yourself in a way, and it's so cool that you there's things that you do that I know there's no way that anyone else does, where you had a house just recently that is up for sale, but you were fixing it. Okay, you had some things that they were doing to fix, and you have all the people that you work with, and I want to talk about that, because sometimes you might need to do a few things to get more bang for your buck.
Absolutely. It's important also to do the right things, not spend money where you don't need to. I have consults with a lot of clients that are just in the stages of starting the selling process, and they're thinking, well, what if we do this? What if we remodel that? What if we make this addition? All these questions, and from a broker's standpoint of knowing what buyers like and dislike, many times I've saved my clients thousands of dollars, and thinking that there's so many vendors out there that you can't trust, and knowing that the vendors I have used for 20 years, they have the key to my own house. I mean, I would be comfortable with that. And knowing that they charge my client the same price that they charge me when we do a major remodel on a fix and flip.
When he comes into your home and you're getting this ready to sell, he can walk around, he knows your upgrades more than you do.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, that's the goal. When we do an initial consult and I'm walking the property, seeing exactly what you have, and working with just about every builder that's been in the Valley over the last 40 years, I generally know what the upgrade versus updates are. So I point those things out, because most agents they have no idea that when you built the home there was an optional bay window, there was an optional extended patio, or the difference between the 42 or 36 inch cabinets, or some of the crown molding and attention to detail. Knowing that is what you want, because when a marketing call comes in and it's showtime, guess who's going to show that property better than the homeowner knows their own home?
Randy.
Exactly. So I'm going to point those things out to create value in the mind of the buyer. And if I have a luxury property, which will feature one of our several luxury properties right now in Paradise Valley, but case in point, right after this show, I'm going to go show it. And I'll be showing it with the buyer's agent so that I can educate the buyer's agent on all the qualities, upgrades, and updates to this home that he or she would never, ever know.
There's no one in the Valley that will do the job like Randy Courtney. His phone number is 602-615-6500. You can check him out on his website. It is randycourtney.com. And you know what? He says, big or small, we handle it all.
That's right. You know, from top luxury down to a $189,000 condo in Old Town Scottsdale.
And
anything in between.
He has been successful in Arizona. Now March is his 38th year. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you know. Put this number in your phone. When we say reputable, it's more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely more than that.
Reputation and names everything. And you talk to, generally any experienced agent or broker that's been in for a while, they generally know how we operate, my team. It's like a well-oiled machine, and we do everything for the client. We do it right.
I'll tell you what, I probably was supposed to do that after break, but we just did it now, and that's okay. We're going to go to break soon. Just a quick market update, because market update with Randy Courtney. That's
Yes.
what we're going to do right now, real quick.
Very good. Yes, the market right now is at 3.2 month supply. So if there were never a home listed from today, almost 3.2 months, we'd be out of inventory completely. So, and compare that to last year, we had 3.2, and then year after that, prior to that, 2 years ago, 0.6. So it's a much different market, but it's a dynamic market because we're still seeing price stabilization. We're still seeing appreciation, and of course in PV, the highest appreciation.
Wow. And here's the thing, folks, too. People think, well, oh, this isn't a good time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? There's no better time.
Correct.
And there's people that have to move and have
Yep.
to sell their homes all of the time.
Yep.
Right?
Death, divorce, and diapers.
I love it. Divorce and Diapers. That's the name of the show that he's going to have. I can't wait. I love that. Now, again, if you're looking to sell your home, Randy Courtney, he is your broker owner of Weichert Realty. And let me tell you, he is the one you want to call. It's a consultation, and he's going to I walk in that home, and I know you're going to tell them things that other agents won't. We have said that many, many times. You call yourself an advisor.
Correct. Yes, and basically we'll look at the situation, and there's been times where I've had clients that we decide not to sell because it's not in their best interest.
That number to call him direct, and put this number in your phone, because when you're ready, he's going to be ready for you too. That number is 602-615-6500. It's randycourtney.com. Hang tight, we're going to be back in just a minute. Did I do good?
Bada boom.
Okay, here we're going
Bada
to
boom.
keep on going
What's
live.
that?
We're live in the room, so we're
Yes,
going to keep
of
on
course.
going in here. Okay. With the market, I know we'll come back to that if there's something more that you want to say in terms of the market update. Are you okay with that? What we did?
I think we might expand more into the differences in marketing.
Oh, you want to talk about
I mean,
marketing?
we could
too.
segue the market update into rates and what rates are doing right now.
Okay, that's what we're going to do.
And
We'll
what
do that, and then
expectations
because
are.
there's some other
And
things.
then go
Why,
into
Randy?
what are some of the differences in marketing.
And I've got but of course your future. I gotcha.
Which-
I gotcha.
The foundation is product knowledge and knowing the home better than the seller, but then what are some other things that happen? We're talking about marketing and sales and how those two are much different.
Now, I mentioned Facebook because I happen to see
Mhm.
you on there quite a bit, but that's just a little tiny nothing,
yeah.
Compared. And I
Yeah.
want to talk about that because I don't want them to think
Sure.
that that's the
Yeah.
only thing you do.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm going to mention
LinkedIn,
that.
Instagram. Wait, LinkedIn, I've got over 18,000 connections.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I'm sure.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
over that, just talk about floor plans and sales of getting people more,
Mhm.
and then going into, if we have time, AI service.
Okay. Gotcha. I
Oh,
gotcha.
and and of course, right up front, we could probably talk about the PCG.
I got it right here. I've
Oh, you do?
circled
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, we're going to do the PCG, then we're going to do rates really quickly,
Yep.
and then we're going to come down into your marketing. I really want to do that, and the featured property. I'm trying to get that too.
Yeah, true. That'll be good.
Right.
Yeah, if we can plug that, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't have time for AI, we'll go right into
Okay.
the property. Yeah, so rates have stabilized a little bit.
It changes.
It changes hourly.
I know.
But the thing we found is that the rates
okay.
are not going down as fast as predicted because
Well,
of
they wanted it, but
inflation.
yeah.
Inflation reports and jobs reports just keep coming stronger than it needs to be. So you got to get it down.
But you know what? No matter what the rate is, let's say you do it now.
6 months later, it's refinanced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And their election year, they always go down. Every election, no matter who's in.
Yeah, I mean, no matter, this is going to be a little bit crazy, but I think that's another thing that's happening, and that would be going on now for the last couple of years. It's not just starting now. I mean, unfortunately, in your world, that's why you have to work harder. I know,
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
So welcome back, everyone. We've been talking to Facebook land out there right now during the break, and we kind of talk about how crazy the market is. And you know, people, listen up. There's thing you got to do no matter what. Some people are going to have to sell their house no matter what. It doesn't matter. And we're going to talk a little bit about the market update. We're going to talk about rates a little bit. Randy Courtney, he is broker owner of Weichert Realty, and this March is 38 years of doing this in the Valley full time, and he is one of the top brokers in the Valley. If you're looking to sell your home, Randy is the person to call. His phone number, I'm going to say it now first. Put it in your phone, 602-615-6500. Big or small, he handles it all. Now, I love that. I love that commercial, your commercial here. So I want to talk a little bit about why using a broker owner and what you call PCG, what that means.
You bet, absolutely. You know, of course, you want someone that's full-time, you want someone that's very experienced. Also, you know, you look at achievements, and with Weichert, of course, we're independently owned and operated. We have a little over 570 offices, corporate and franchise owned, across 47 states, and one of the largest corporate relocation companies in the nation. So, you know, my days back when I was at RE/MAX for 16 years, I was working with Weichert Relocation Services back then. And of course, 7 years ago, when they approached me and said, hey, do you want to open a branch in the Valley? I said, you know what, it's great. Family owned and operated. The golden rule is the backbone of doing business. It's the largest family owned and operated real estate company in the nation, which is, we're not stock driven. It's all James Weichert, founded in 1969. So of that group for the last 4 years, and we just were notified this last week that we achieved the top 30 in the whole company. And with that of course, we have some additional marketing aspects that we gain and we can share with our clients. But it's really good to know the person that's at the helm of one of your largest financial investments that you have, whether buying or selling. So many times people, they're represented and they put it in the computer and the agent prays. There's much more to that.
Oh yeah.
Sales and marketing, that's what we'll talk about.
Well, and that's what we're going to do right now, because I want to talk about rates first, because
Sure. Yeah.
Everybody's been talking about rates, and then let's talk a little bit about, they change minute by minute, folks. It's really crazy.
They do, yeah. And of course, if you look at the 10-year treasuries, that's kind of a good indication of where things go. And when they go up, of course, mortgage rates go up. When they go down, inversely. But right now, our rates are setting at about a little over 7%. They reached a top a month and a half ago, 8.6, and so they dropped down about 6.5. And of course, as we see the Fed, they look at reports on inflation, job reports, and they're seeing some inflation, so they hold, they kind of, restrict back. We know that in every presidential election, since I've been in the business, no matter who's in the office, the Fed will generally have a lot of pressure to reduce the rates. And a lot of economists predict that we should have 3 to 5 rate cuts this year. So if you're on the fence and you're wanting to buy, and you're thinking, well, gosh, we'll wait for rates to go down. But think about it. Right now, we don't have as much competition. You can refinance in 6 months, and you lock in the price that's appreciating. If you wait till the market goes down, and as far as the rates go down, you're going to be competing with multiple offers. And guess what happens to price when you have to compete? Mostly, you're going above list price. Today, we can actually negotiate down to your behalf.
It just makes sense, and everybody, you're not going to not sell your home. You have to sometimes have a situation where you have to move because of a job.
Yes.
Divorce. What did you say the name? What did you say earlier? You called your show? What is it going to be? Divorce and diapers.
Divorce, death, and diapers.
Death and diapers, and selling your home. Let me just tell you, a lot of people I know who get into a situation where maybe you have been in your home for years, and now all of a sudden you end up in a assisted living. That home has to be sold. Have somebody do it where you're going to get the best bang for your buck, because Randy is going to do that for you. He is one of the top brokers in Arizona, and in March, 38 years that he's been doing it. Again, write this number down and put it in your phone. 602-615-6500. It's randycourtney.com. Okay, marketing. This is what makes Randy so different. Listen up, everyone.
Well, it starts with knowing the upgrades and updates, but also we've talked about getting a true professional to get the right photos, paying a professional to come in and digitize the floor plan. We get the floor plan that is where the start. 99.9% of the time, you look online, you'll never see the floor plan. And that's the number one thing that buyers want. But you know why agents will not put them there?
Yeah. They don't want to spend the money.
Exactly. They're not willing to spend the money. And a lot of times you see the camera phone pictures for the professional marketing. That's their professional marketing because it's cheap. If you are bringing in the photographers that are doing the twilights, doing the drone, doing the Matterport, digitizing the floor plan, also putting the floor plan on the premium lot you have, we have sight unseen sales where buyers are coming in, they're seeing everything we have on the internet, and they're going, oh my gosh, you know what? We're going to make an offer so we don't lose it, and we're going to do it sight unseen.
Absolutely.
It happens all the time. So that's part of the marketing where it starts, that most agents will not spend the money to put online, because 95% of buyers start the search online. So if you don't have that money shot, how many times have you been looking online and you see a garage? You flip, you see a garage. Flip, you see a garage. Then you come to one of ours, beautiful gourmet kitchen, or this backyard, the spectacular with a twilight, and it catches their attention. Oh, and then the next slide is the floor plan.
Wow.
Nothing they have to download. They love it. And that's what consumers want. They want eyes on their property, and that's what you deserve as a seller.
That number to call them direct is 602-615-6500. Put the number in your phone. Maybe it's you or someone that you know. If you're looking to get top dollar for your home, you're the one. You're going to make sure that's because that's what you do.
Yes. It comes down to also hiring a professional salesperson. When you get someone that comes to you and says, hey, can I get 680? And you say, you know what, I think I can get 7. And over the weekend we get multiple offers and we get 705. And they say, oh my gosh, Randy, that's great, send it over. And I say, well, hang on. And I go back to the multiple offers and I get them 750. What is that worth? Most agents would just send it over, have you sign it, and they're done.
Right, because they were happy they got
easy.
the one thing the first time.
That's right.
No, that's what Randy wants to do, is get you the most that he can get you. When I say that I saw you on Facebook, that's not just where you are. You're everywhere.
LinkedIn, Instagram, and mainly Facebook.
Yeah, but let me tell you too, he also, we talked a little bit about this before we get to the featured property. I do want you to talk about that you are AI certified, and that is pretty new.
Yep.
A lot
Yep.
of people got, but not going to 100% understand it. So explain.
Well, artificial intelligence, that's the new rage. And if you're not with an agent cutting edge, educating themselves of how they can enhance your marketing and also the descriptions and everything, analytics about your home while it's being marketed. There's 130,000 brokers across the country, and we're one of 1,000 that are certified. So it's important that you align yourself with a broker that's on the cutting edge of what's happening, because in 18 months, those agents that are not engaged will become inconsequential.
He will tell you what other agents won't. He will get you top dollar for your home. 602-615-6500. It's randycourtney.com. Real quickly, talk about your featured property.
You bet. Our featured property today is 4987 East Mockingbird Lane, Paradise Valley, the premier address in Paradise Valley. Over 6,300 square feet, built in 2002. This has just hit the market at a reduced price at $4.25, gated, gorgeous. Our clients from California, Montecito, Santa Barbara, love it. If you like that styling, it's on 1.1 acre, and it is going. I showed it 4 times.
It?
Just hit the market, 4 times on the market. I showed it 4 times on Saturday, twice today, and 1 more this afternoon.
Yeah.
It's not going to last long.
No, it isn't, and it's absolutely. I want to show some of the pictures because these are what you see. What Randy does for you. What are your final words there, Randy?
Well, the main thing is, if you've already aligned yourself, or you have an agent that you have worked with before, or you've got one that in the family, a lot of people know somebody, just bring me in for a second opinion. That's all. Just give me 15 minutes. I will tell you what they will not tell you about sales and marketing. It's important. It doesn't cost you anything.
And you know what? What's really great is you're going to get more for your house than anyone else can do for you. Randy does what other agents don't. He also considers himself a real estate advisor.
Absolutely.
More than anything. Any house, big or small, he does them all. His phone number, 602-615-6500. It's randycourtney.com.
Okay, that's a wrap.